Greetings. So today's reading is going to be a life path number. So I'm going to start with life path number 1. So if you are a life path number 1, you are an independent leader. Okay. This is how you calculate the life path numbers. So my birthday is April 9th, 93. So you write out all the digits of your birth date, and even single digits, of course you put the 0 in front of it. So you're going to add all these numbers together. So when you add all the numbers together, you get this number. And now this number is going to have 2 digits, okay? You're going to add those 2 digits together. And once you do that, it reduces it to this number. And this last number you get is going to be your life path number. Alrighty, so this reading is going to be for those with the life path number of 1, which is independent leader. So that's just offer up for you guys. Okay, I am going to start with my Moon Tarot deck. Alright, and this is going to be an illumination reading, okay? Once again, this is for life path number 1, the independent leaders of society. All right, Holy Spirit, divine light, ascended ancestors, casting away all dark energies sent to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and the life path numbers of 1 at this time. Holy Spirit, what is happening right now for numero unos? Okay, so you guys are stepping out of your comfort zone, okay? And you're certain about where you're going. You're certain about what you're going to do. You're certain about how it's going to make you feel. You just are completely confident, okay? Somebody has definitely closed out of a difficult cycle, and now you are turning this cycle, and the new cycle that you're in is just so much joy. It's like whoever you are experiencing joy. Okay? How can you move with ease and grace, Holy Spirit? And you're also being called to continue to pray, okay? Continue to seek divine guidance, okay? And with this 8 of Cups, I am going to read, because I just felt called to get this book. I haven't picked this book up in so long, but wow. Okay. So, and you also, like somebody's definitely leaving something familiar, okay? It says here, movement is the consequence of a rupture or transformation that in some way prevents you from staying on the known path. Do not be afraid. Now is the time to go. And the energy that I'm feeling is that somebody did it. Like you did it. So congrats. It felt very urgent for you to leave from this situation, which is why it was a lot of big emotions. It wasn't, it definitely wasn't impulsive. Like it wasn't something that you just, did out of the blue, because you found out that somebody was not being honest with you. They either lied about something very important, or you found out some information that just, didn't sit right with you. Some secrets are probably revealed. Yeah. How can I move with ease and grace, Holy Spirit? And you're also being called, like, if you have any type of discourse or what have you with someone, and say you are around this person, so say it's like a family member or, I don't know, like a coworker or something, regardless, with these emotions, you're being called to really consider the steps of what you're doing. Do not be impulsive when it comes to this situation, especially with this 8 of Cups here. But also 8 of Cups also represents like walk away from this person, close out of the cycle, okay? Because immediately after that, with referring to the cycle that you just closed out, this is what came up. So it's a lot of low vibrational emotions behind it. Might be some sadness, some anger, some resentment, guilt. There might be some shame involved, which is why the Holy Spirit is urging you to separate yourself, and also, most importantly, like separating your energy as well from the situation. So you might not physically be near this person, but energetically, like, they're still in your energy, because maybe there's things that remind you of this person, there's this that, and it brings up negative emotions. Now, if it's a person that you're thinking of and it's bringing you positive emotions, high vibrational emotions, maybe that person is a part of your soul tribe, and maybe you do need to, you know, communicate with that person or whatever. But if it's negative emotions that are coming up for you, or anxieties or what have you, you're being called to really separate yourself from it. And if you are in the same vicinity as that individual, don't be. Walk away. It takes a lot of strength to walk away. It takes a lot of strength to be silent. Okay, it does. It's a hard thing to do, but it takes a lot. You maintaining these healthy boundaries is going to lead to you having the company around you that you deserve to have around you. Okay? The Emperor card, I could be talking to an Aries, or I could be talking to someone that's like kind of in their masculine energy right now, because of, you know, all these emotions that, you know, whatever the situation was. But either way, like, in order for you to move with ease and grace, you're being called to focus on the good. You're going to focus on the connections that are around you, the connections that could be in your mind that, you know, aren't so negative. That's what you're going to focus on, okay? And heavy on maintaining healthy boundaries, okay? Stand on business. Stand on business, because somebody was bugging. All right? What are they learning from this cycle, Holy Spirit? So what you're learning right now is that forgiveness is not as easy as you thought it would be. What you're learning is that sometimes memories don't fade, okay? And even though going through this process was hard, you've gained a lot of closure, okay? Whoever I could be talking to could be getting like messages in their dream state. It could be, you know, these things that maybe you're avoiding in the daytime. They could be manifesting in the dream state, okay? I could be talking to someone that is an empath, and when you're an empath, sometimes if you're not energetically protecting yourself adequately, people are able to project certain emotions onto you that may not manifest in the 3D, but it does in the 5D, which is why it comes up in your dream state, okay? Work on, you know, making the necessary endings that you have to make. It might not just be one individual. You know, if there's somebody that you're around, okay, you cut somebody off, okay, you guys might have a mutual, and this mutual is still in contact with both of you guys, but they're kind of like playing middleman. That's what it seems like could be happening a little bit. But either way, you know, continue to focus on your emotional stability, okay? no is a complete sentence, pretty much, you know. And heavy on, you know, making these necessary endings, okay? Because whoever I'm talking to, definitely, like, you have a gentleness about your spirit, okay? And, you know, you are going through a spiritual awakening. What are they learning from the circle, Holy Spirit? Okay, so with this King of Pentacles, like, you're learning, somebody is identifying, like, they're who they prefer to be around, or the type of lifestyle they want to be in. With this King of Pentacles card, you have kind of like a wealthy, luxurious type of energy to you, and then King of Pentacles did land on top of the Emperor, so I could definitely be talking to a divine masculine. Either way, like, somebody needs to, you know, get some closure, something. Okay. What else they learning, Holy Spirit? Yeah, so you're learning that it's a lot of work, especially when it comes to maintaining these, the healthy relationships in your life. And it's not work as in, stressful. It's just, you know, wow. I didn't know things could be this way. Literally. Somebody probably was thinking that, or like said that. It's currently leaving, Holy Spirit. Okay, yeah. What's leaving for you guys is the feeling that you need to always be on guard. What's leaving for you guys is always having to feel like you have to stand your ground. You have to, like, you know, when you're around, like, people that are energetically not, you know, leveled with you. I don't know how to say it. But, and you always feel like you have to, like, defend yourself or whatever. You know, you feel like you're, you know, unfairly judged or whatever. But you're no longer going to have that feeling that you're going to have to always be like that. Like, somebody's going to be able to, like, really take a deep breath, like, relax. And that's really good. What's on its way? And what's also leaving is just, what's also leaving is like somebody that has been bothering you in some sort of way. High Priestess did come out in reverse, so this person could be like a dark priestess, like somebody that practices dark magic. Either way, that's currently leaving for you guys. So whatever this person attempted to do to you, it's not happening anymore. And with them expressing it, whether energetically or through the 3D, like them expressing how they do not want this separation to happen, that is leaving as well. So either your ancestors or the Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, is about to be on somebody's ass, okay? Because they're refusing to let go of something or a situation with someone, and, you know, the Holy Spirit is looking at it like, yo, like, let my child go, okay? Yeah, see all that? Yeah, like, let my child go. And the reason why the Holy Spirit is really like on their ass right now is because you did what you were supposed to do, okay? You followed your intuition and you focused on your forgiveness and your healing. You really had to stand in your personal power, okay? Because somebody was experiencing like some type of like stagnancy, like you were still, and it wasn't really stagnant. It was like, it could have been stagnant if it wasn't you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you standing in your personal power and being confident in yourself and just, you know, looking towards the future, knowing that, you know, pain doesn't last forever, things of that nature, and not letting your depression or whoever, whatever, win. Like, that is what led to your ascension, okay? And Yeah, and maybe that's why somebody's like refusing to let go. So this one fell and it literally stood up. So you are not physically around this individual, but maybe this individual is energetically still around because they're like, they could be talking about you, or they could be, you know, looking at your social media or looking at pictures or whatever they're doing energetically. Like they don't have good like intentions, and the energy behind it is negative. So that is why they're getting bad karma for it, because even if you're not physically doing something to harm somebody, if you're talking negatively about somebody, if you are, you know, scrolling on social media, you're looking at their page and you're looking at their pictures, and you just pretty much like, ugh, like, you know, it's just bad energy and it's for no reason, like, you gonna get karma for that, because that is dark magic. That is dark energy that you're putting out. You're putting it out. Okay? Yeah, so there definitely is some deserved success coming towards you. Okay, you're definitely gonna be in the spotlight. So maybe somebody could be like going viral, maybe somebody could be, you know, selected for some type of position that you have like applied for, and there was like a lot of different individuals that, you know, were in the running for it, but you know, got the position, and that's because you're a divine being. Okay, definitely in Empress energy. Okay, you're in a very fertile energy, and when I say fertile energy, I'm not just referring to like with women, females, when it comes to, it's a confirmation. But it's not just referring to, you know, having kids. Okay, you could be in a fertile energy when it comes to your finances. Okay, this card bent when I was folding it. So there's an Empress that has a this could be a Taurus, because Hierophant is Taurus, or a group of people, or some type of belief system or something, and there's somebody that's upset because it's like the Hierophant card is a card for a leader. Okay, Life Path 1, you guys are independent leaders. Yeah, you're just being called to enjoy the journey and continue to learn from trial and error. Okay, somebody definitely has some new creative projects that they're working on. So yeah, you're being called to like keep doing that. Okay, I also have the Hermit card and Queen of Pentacles. So there definitely is a Queen of Pentacles type of energy that is in solitude at this time, and maybe this is you that is working on like your new creative projects and enjoying that journey, you know, with healing and stuff like that. But somebody is also very grounded with this Hermit card. It could be a Virgo, you could be a Virgo, but yeah, like somebody's definitely freeing themselves from any secretive like type of energies. Okay, because you started to like look within yourself. Okay, you started to look within yourself, and you realized like these weren't illusions, that your intuition, like you realized your intuition, like it was not an illusion. The things that you were intuitively feeling, they were not just figments of your imagination. What's on its way in, Holy Spirit? Okay, so this one flipped out face down, okay, and then this one came out. So what I'm gonna get from that message is that somebody could have a Libra that is coming on the way in to offer some type of opportunity to somebody, or karma is on the way in. Like somebody, like there's an opportunity right now for karma to hit somebody's ass, by you separating yourself from their energy. Or it could be a Libra that could have a new opportunity to do something, or it could be a Libra that has an opportunity to deliver some karma, deliver some justice. Okay, Yeah, because whoever you are, like, you trust in the Most High, like, you talk to the Most High, you pray, okay? And that's the thing that you have to do. Like, you, whoever you are, like, you have a lot of new perspectives when it comes to things, okay? And you're constantly seeking knowledge, and that's what's leading you to have a renewed type of energy. Somebody definitely has gone to, like, a higher timeline. Yeah, like new beginnings. Somebody's definitely transforming. You're having new beginnings. You're making these necessary endings that you need to make, okay? You're no longer resisting change. And that's leading to your wishful being fulfilled, okay? Yeah, you're achieving a whole bunch of balance, okay? Because somebody had some type of tower moment that happened. Listen, and your fulfillment is right up on the horizon. I thought that I picked up 2 cards. So when I moved my thumb, that was purely a coincidence. Okay, like literally your fulfillment is literally peeking. It's peeking from the clouds, okay? You see the tower moment, it's like all the clouds, and your fulfillment, the sun is just peeking out and coming out to you. Alright, so your blessings are definitely coming in, and the Most High wants you to know that, okay? What's their medicine for the moment, Holy Spirit? But yeah, whoever I'm talking to, you know, that is debating walking away from a situation or something, like, you need to do it. Literally, you need to do it. You need to do it, okay? Because, like, I can't make it up. Like, you have decisions that you need to make when it comes to this past situation. Because emotionally, it's like holding you back in some type of way, right? Emotionally, it's holding you back in some type of way. And you literally need to follow your instincts because, yeah. Alright, anything else they need to know in closing, Holy Spirit? Yeah, with this Queen of Wands energy, like, you're being called to stand in your personal power, okay? Stand in your personal power, like, you know the things you need to do. You know where you want your life to be, where you want your life to go. So focus on that, okay? Yeah, so self-love is definitely very prominent in this reading, okay? Somebody is, you know, you have to show self-love sometimes in order to nurture yourself and your inner child, okay? There is a lot of forward momentum for you, but if somebody has one last step that they need to take. I don't know what the step is. Only you know what that step is specifically. So, you know, continue to remain balanced. Continue to focus on your healing. Continue to focus on, you know, forgiveness and things of that nature. And that's going to lead to your fulfillment, okay? The Temperance card also represents Sagittarius, so it could be a Sagittarius that I'm talking to. Alright, I'm going to pull one question. Okay, so the question for you guys is, what aspect of my life is taking up too much of my attention? So I'm going to use my Galaxy deck to answer. Okay, so what aspect of life path number 1's life is taking up too much of their attention, Holy Spirit? Okay, so an aspect of your life that is taking up too much of your attention is this Tower moment. Okay, so like something happened. There was an intense change, some type of tragedy or some type of revelation somebody made, or some trauma that somebody went through. It was a lot of chaos, okay? It's taking up a lot of your attention, okay? Whoever you are very ambitious. You are very tenacious, okay? You, like you are a person that seizes the moment. You're very determined, okay? And these new beginnings for you are literally going to lead to your 10 of Pentacles. So this card landed on top of the Moon deck, so I pulled the top card. 10 of Pentacles was on the top card, okay? This new beginning is going to lead to your generational success. It's going to lead to your legacy. It's going to lead to your personal fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment. Like, it's going to lead to that. So somebody's being called to really, like, you know, persevere, you know, seize the moments. Carpe diem. I got that on my arm. Carpe diem, okay? Seize the day, seize the day. So, yeah. Oh, this one's hanging out the box. So maybe y'all, okay. How are you standing in your own way? Right? How are they standing in their own way, Holy Spirit? No. Okay, so you could be standing in your own way by a lack of, like, planning. Okay? Clarify that, Holy Spirit. Okay, you also could be standing in your own way by, it could be some type of dishonesty or scheming or cheating or deceit, or like those could be like the emotional blockages that like hold you back, you know, or a lack of like self-love. And it could have been caused like from somebody dealing with dishonesty and trickery and a whole bunch of, you know, low vibrational things. So you're being called to, like, you know, focus on releasing that. Okay? Focus on releasing it. I cannot make it up. Literally. Somebody definitely has like some type of new beginning. It could be helping, you know, lead to like some stability. You could be help provide you with some security. Ooh. This little stack came out. What? But the devil card came out in reverse. Like, somebody's definitely being freed. Yo, like, you're being freed from something. Like, somebody's definitely being freed from something. You're regaining like so much awareness, okay? You detached. So yeah, whoever you are, you definitely detached from something. Or maybe like in the beginning of the reading, you were like, I'm not sure. You know, when I was saying it, you probably was like, I'm not sure. I don't know. And then towards the end of the reading, you like, hey, nah, I'm not dealing with that no more, because she got a point. And dude, they have no structure. Like, literally, like, they're feeling sorrowful, and, you know, you're just letting go of like all your anxieties, okay? Because whoever it was, like, they had a really bad temper, and they were just very forceful, domineering. Like, the energy is horrible, but either way, you're walking away from it, and that is really good. If this resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you like the life path number reading, comment below. And this is something new that I'm trying, so hopefully, you know, this resonated for you guys with the life path number 1, the independent leaders of society. All right, continue to live in love and light. Bye.